Leakage. General meanings of leaking. Is an opening on the roof allows rain water to descend through it. In Buddhism, leakage means afflictions. Whatever is in the stream of births and deaths, conditioned merits and virtues lead to rebirth within samsara. According to the Mahayana Buddhism, asrava has the following meanings: taint, corruption, mania, infatuation, addiction to alcohol or drugs, defilement, and so on. Leaking, asrava, is something which oozes or flows out of the mind and spoils the upward career of the Buddhist life. To get rid of asrava is the aim of our cultivation. In the contrary, anasrava is a state free from these impurities. Leaking is also anything which serves to divert beings away from inherent Buddha nature. Outflows are so called because they are turning of energy and attention outward rather than inward. According to the Visuddhimagga, the path of purification. Cankers. A term for greed for sense desire, greed for becoming, wrong view, and ignorance. Because of the exuding of these defilements from unguarded sense doors like water from cracks in a pot in the sense of constant trickling, or because of their producing the suffering of the round of rebirths. First, the floods are so called in the sense of sweeping away into the ocean of becoming, and in the sense of being hard to cross. Second, the bonds are so called because they do not allow disengagement from an object and disengagement from suffering. Both floods and bonds are terms for the cankers already mentioned. According to Buddhism, leakage is the conditioned dharma, which produces afflictions, passions, and delusions. Whatever is in the stream of births and deaths, even conditioned merits and virtues lead to rebirth within samsara. There are many kinds of outflows. Anger is an outflow. So are greed and ignorance. Outflows are the root of birth and death, and the reason for us not to end the cycle of birth and death is that we still have outflows. Besides, in Buddhism there are other definitions that are related to leaking. Leaking in precepts means to make a leak in the commandments, beat them. Karma of ordinary rebirth means the deeds of the sinner in the stream of transmigration, which produces his karma. Ending of leakage means the end of the passions, or the exhaustion of the stream of transmigration. The assurance of ending of leakage means the assurance or realization that the stream of transmigration is ended and nirvana attained. The realization of ending of leakage means the realization that the stream of transmigration is ended. Another word, nirvana, insight into present mortal sufferings, so as to overcome all passions or temptations, or the deliverance of mind from passions. The insight of ending of the leakage means the supernatural insight into the ending of the stream of transmigration. One of the 6 abhijnas. The wisdom of ending of the leakage means the wisdom of the arhat. All passions and afflictions ended. Ending of leakage bhiksu means the monk who has ended the stream of transmigration, or the arhat. The mind of ending of the leakage means the passions ended and the mind freed, or the state of the arhat. The confidence of ending of the leakage means absolute confidence of Buddha, that transmigration would cease forever. There are 2 basic aspects of illusion. The first illusion is the illusion connected with views. These are perplexities or illusions, and temptations arise from false views or theories. The second illusion is the illusion connected with thoughts. These illusions arise through contact with the world or by habit, such as desire, anger, infatuation. Besides, there are also illusion connected, with principles and illusion arising in practice. According to the Taindai sect, there are 3 delusions. The first illusion is connected with thoughts. Things seen and thought illusions, from imperfect perception, with temptation to love, hate. To be rid of these false views and temptations, one must cultivate and observe moral precepts. The second illusion is the illusion connected with affliction, illusion and temptation through the immense variety of duties and saving others. The third illusion is the illusion connected with ignorance, illusions and temptations that arise from failure philosophically to understand things in their reality. Illusion arising from primal ignorance, which covers and hinders the truth. In the differentiated teaching, this illusion is overcome by the Bodhisattva from the first stage. In the perfect teaching, it is overcome by the Bodhisattva in the first resting place. According to the Hinayana Buddhism, there are 3 groups of delusions. The first illusion is the illusion connected with desires, kamasavapi, intoxicant of worldly desires, or sensual pleasures. The second illusion is the illusion connected with existence, bhavasavapi, the love of existence in one of the conditioned realms. The third illusion is the illusion connected with ignorance, avijjasavapi, the defilements of ignorance in mind. Besides, some considers the fourth delusion the corruption of views. According to the connected discourses of the Buddha, chapter Esanavago, searches, there are 3 affluences, or taints that feed the stream of mortality, or transmigration. The first illusion is the illusion connected with desires, or the taint of sensuality. The second illusion is the illusion connected with material, or phenomenal existence, or the taint of existence. The third illusion is the illusion connected with ignorance, ignorance of the way of escape, or the taint of ignorance. For these reasons, from the moment to moment enlightening beings enter absorption in extinction and exhaust all contamination. Yet they do not experience ultimate reality, and do not end roots of goodness with contamination. Though they know all things are free from contamination, yet they know the end and extinction of contaminations. Though they know the principles of Buddhas are identical to the things of the world, and the things of the world are identical to the principles of Buddhas, yet they do not form notions of worldly things within the principles of Buddhas, and do not form notions of principles of Buddhas in the things of the world. All things enter the realm of reality, because there is nothing entered. They know all things are non-dual, because there is no change. According to Bhikkhu Bodhi and Abhidhamma, there are 63 entities. There are 4 taints of the unwholesome: the taint of sensual desire, the taint of attachment to existence, the taint of wrong views, and the taint of ignorance. There are 4 floods: the flood of sensual desire, the flood of attachment to existence, the flood of wrong views, and the flood of ignorance. 4 bonds: the bond of sensual desire, the bond of attachment to existence, the bond of wrong views, and the bond of ignorance. There are 4 bodily knots or ties: the bodily knot of covetousness, the bodily knot of ill will, the bodily knot of adherence to rites and ceremonies, and the bodily knot of dogmatic belief that this alone is the truth. For bodily clingings, clinging to sense pleasures, clinging to wrong views, clinging to rites and ceremonies, and clinging to a doctrine of self. 6 hindrances: the hindrance of sensual desire, the hindrance of ill will, the hindrance of sloth and torpor, the hindrance of restlessness and worry, the hindrance of doubt, and the hindrance of ignorance. 7 latent dispositions, sensual lust, attachment to existence, aversion, conceit, wrong views, doubt, and ignorance. 10 fetters. According to the Satanta method, the fetter of sensual lust, attachment to fine material existence, attachment in immaterial existence, the fetter of aversion, the fetter of conceit, the fetter of wrong views, adherence to rites and ceremonies, the fetter of doubt, the fetter of restlessness, and the fetter of ignorance. 10 fetters, according to the Abhidhamma, the fetter of sensual lust, attachment to existence, the fetter of aversion, the fetter of conceit, the fetter of wrong views, adherence to rites and ceremonies, the fetter of doubt, the fetter of envy, the fetter of avarice, and the fetter of ignorance. 10 defilements, the defilement of greed, the defilement of hatred, the defilement of delusion, the defilement of conceit, the defilement of wrong views, the defilement of doubt, the defilement of sloth, the defilement of restlessness, and the defilement of shamelessness. Cultivate more good deeds. Good deeds can be going to a temple to do good deeds there. But good deeds can be what we do to make others happier, or moralize so that they can come closer to enlightenment and emancipation. Devout Zen practitioners should always remember that. Before entering meditation practices, we should do a lot of good deeds. For the level of mind stillness depends not only on methods of Zen, but also greatly depends the good deeds that we accomplished. If we are not completely emancipated, our happiness in meditation also synonymous with the happiness that we did for others. Therefore, a Zen practitioner must be the one who always gives the happiness, peace, and mindfulness to others all his life. In other words, the effort for meditation. Zen practitioners should always try to do many good deeds, for good deeds will support meditation result very well.